persons to normalize it. Vice magazine has more hit pieces on the church than maybe any other. I can't imagine that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints would make a statement to a tabloid. I can't imagine. I mean, I can't confirm it.
Is this the work of Vice? He's right. His bishop would have talked to him first. This would have come to his stake president or bishop. The church wouldn't come out and do this. And then he said 3 days before the story came out, he announced that he was running for office. It's satanic. This is the work of the devil. I believe he's innocent. And no, the church has nothing to do with this. I hope the church or President Ballard would come out maybe and possibly defend him after all of this. That would be cool. But now remember, yesterday, I didn't know what was going on. I was just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I think that has a different meaning, but I mean it when I say that I didn't know what was going on either, and it was sad. And it didn't make sense. And it still doesn't make sense. I believed him. And remember, we're not cancel culture creatures. Cancel culture creatures, the 3 C's. We are not those. And he's innocent until proven guilty. He doesn't have to prove crap. And he's got the #1 movie in South America right now. So I'm going to play this whole thing, and I'm not going to say anything. But it's not on the church website. If you're not defending those who fight against human trafficking, then you are condoning it. You are supporting it. Why would anybody go after somebody that does something like this? That's strange. Oh, because it's a right-wing conspiracy theory. Oh, it's a right-wing it's right-wing propaganda. It's right-wing conspiracy theory stuff. No, it's true. Anyway, pray for the Ballard family. Here we go.
No. You heard that?
Yes.
It's not true. Nothing here is true. Leo, how close am I to President Emerson Ballard?
Whoa, very close.
I didn't stage this. How do you know this?
I know this because a few years ago, Tim brought President Ballard here. I gave him this tour. I gave him a tour of a walking tour at 90 years old. I offered him a wheelchair. He said to me, "You take the wheelchair, I'm walking." One of the most calming people I've ever met.
Thank you for filming. You should all film whatever you can right now. President Ballard is like a grandfather to me. He came to me in, I don't know, 2012, 2011. And he told me that he appreciates all the things I'm doing and he wants to help me do it. Never in my life, never have I used his name to raise money, to make some business deal. What business deal? I don't have business. It's never happened. But all the press in Utah is claiming that some church representative is saying that I can't get confirmation. Whether it's true or not true, if it was authorized or not, I don't know. So this is destroying, this is breaking my family that you can't believe. My children are being harassed right now. Because everybody believes that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that I've defended for how many years? I've written how many books? Made how much money for Deseret book on my hypothesis books? That's not books. And nobody can tell me. Guess what? Do you think I called my stake president. I said, do you know about this? No idea. I don't believe the church did this. I truly don't.
Me either.
Can you imagine that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints would publicly condemn one of its members
No.
without talking to the bishop, the stake president? My stake president had no idea.
No.
Is that possible? I have never used Elder Ballard's name, ever. I've never traded on his name.
Every time I've seen Tim say anything about a church, he mentions helping a church leader. And it was in Africa. It was actually a bishop, but he doesn't even say that. The bishop's child was kidnapped, and unfortunately, they never found the bishop's child. It's a sad story. But he never mentions any leader by name. He doesn't even say it's with our church. He just says a Christian leader, or he says a leader of faith asked him to help find a child that was kidnapped. So he never mentions a name. Never. And I've watched a lot of interviews with him. This is baloney, man.
Ask for anything. I've never had any business dealings with him. He's like a grandfather to me, and Leo can testify. He's a grandfather. He asked me to take him on this tour. President M. Russell Ballard asked me to take him on this tour. I didn't. It wasn't my idea. You were here, Coop.
Here.
What? Tell me what you experienced. By the way, if anybody wants to share this with any news outlet, do it. Share it. Something evil is going on. I don't know who's behind it yet.
He loved the tour.
Explain to this group my relationship with President Ballard.
He loved the concept of the American Covenant. He loved this tour. He encouraged you to do it. He thought it was something good. And I think they encourage church members to do good things of their own accord. And he encouraged you to do this. He thought it was.
Blaine, who set you apart? Who set you apart?
And Russell Ballard.
Where did he do it?
There's a place in the house.
And what did he set you apart to do?
Be a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ.
President Ballard sent, he invited my son up to, this is the place. You realize you're participating in history right now? I want you to understand that. Three days before that horrible story launched, it was leaked to the press that I was going to run for U.S. Senate. Do you think that's a coincidence? 3 days later, you know Vice magazine? Vice? Do you think the church would make a statement to Vice? I can't imagine. Vice magazine has done anti-Mormon stories that you can't believe. Vice magazine has promoted the concept that pedophiles should be called minor attracted persons, to normalize it. Vice magazine has done more hit pieces on the church than maybe any other. I can't imagine that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints would make a statement to a tabloid. I can't imagine. I mean, I can't confirm it. But I can tell you this, that never, ever have I utilized my friendship with President M. Russell Ballard to raise money. I promise you that. This guy's with me. I can't go anywhere without him. I'm serious. My wife told me I can't go anywhere. Have I ever used the name of President M. Russell Ballard?
No.
To raise money? I keep it as quiet as I can. The truth is, he was the one who revealed our relationship in a speech, in a talk he gave here in Boston. I think it was in October 5th, 19th.
Yes.
And he talked about the American Covenant. He talked about this tour, the very tour you're on. Leo can confirm our friendship. I didn't post about it, talk about it. But somebody is trying to exploit this relationship. Never happened. I have never. Frankly, it would be a horrible donation pitch. It would hurt me more than it would help me. I don't want to be attached to some religious denomination. That's not going to help me. It'll hurt me. Never did it. But somebody decided to make up this story. My children are being horrified. My children. My wife has lived the life of a widow. For the last 20 years. I have missed the majority of my children's sports. But the undeniable fact is this, that our efforts have rescued over 7,000 women and children. This is true, sir.
True.
That doesn't come easy. And what do I get from all that sacrifice? I get hate. I'm the bad guy in the story. I'm the bad guy in the story that rescued over 7,000 women and children. Can you help me understand that? How can I be the bad guy here? I'm not perfect. I'm as human as anybody. But how is it that my decisions and my actions, which led to the rescue of over 7,000 women and children, and the arrest and imprisonment of over 5,000 traffickers and pedophiles, you tell me how I'm the bad guy in that story? How is it possible? I pray to God the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints wasn't part of this. I don't know yet. I don't know. I can tell you this much. My stake president knew nothing about it. My bishop knew nothing about it. If the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints wants to condemn me publicly before the world, in the moment that I'm trending, and please don't take this the wrong way, but The Sound of Freedom is the #1 movie in Latin America. It's the #1 movie. In the United States, July 4th.
There you have it. 3 days after he announces his candidacy, he is a hit piece is put out on him. Now, that's pretty sickening. Y'all people in Utah, all you Latter-day Saints, I'm not saying it was a Latter-day Saint that did it. How Vice, everyone keeps telling me Vice. I don't know all the things about Vice. I know Tim Ballard mentions Vice. Did they have something to do with it? Did Vice actually come out and say it? I didn't go that far in my research, but I know that Channel 13 and a few other news people, and he says it's all over Utah. If this was another Latter-day Saint that's running against him, or the opposition, the party in opposition that have temple recommends and are in, that's bad. If that's the case, I mean, it's bad enough that anybody would do this, but if you're a Latter-day Saint, we expect you to live to a higher standard. If this was to bring him down. And this was nothing but a dirty, conniving, weaseling hit piece. That is disgusting. That is horrible. Anyway, God bless Tim and his wife and his children and his family. And he's right. The points that he made, the bishop and stake president would have heard about this probably by now. First, the apostles don't come out and talk to anyone. Elder Ballard did not come out and talk to some news outlet about his relationship with anyone. With anyone. He wouldn't do that. And what's the other thing? Yeah, the church wouldn't do that, period. We know, we can discern that this isn't cool. Yesterday, I was in shock and sad. And I'm still sad seeing Tim cry like that. That's sad. God bless him and his family. Anyway, but he says he doesn't know. And he's being honest. He doesn't know if the church did come out and say anything. But he would have said, I think he would have told us if President Ballard would have said anything to him. He did not insinuate at all that President Ballard had a talk with him. And I've never seen him drop President Ballard's name. I'm calling him President Ballard because he is the president of the Quorum of the 12. He is the acting senior apostle. The senior apostle is Dallin H. Oaks, but President Ballard is the acting senior apostle at this time. Anyway, that's it.